Libra, welcome to your powerful messages for February 2025 general reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Libra. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. So basically, guys, I'm just going to tune into messages from Spirit of anything you need to hear right now. And I'm going to try to pertain this to anything you're going through or have been going through or will be going through in February. But honestly, I'm completely open to this being a timeless reading. So whenever you find this or whenever you feel it's going to unfold for you in your own timeline, that will be the message for you. And this can impact any aspect of your life: love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution. But whatever Spirit would like to talk about shall be said. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, you can check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have about this month and what's going on, or anything, honestly, that's been weighing on your mind when you find this, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Libra. All right, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys for what you need to hear right now in this moment. If you did hear my husband on the phone, I apologize. He is a Leo rising, so he's a very loud voice, and sometimes when he's on the phone, he gets excited, so I apologize for that. But let's go ahead and see the general themes for my Libras of what you guys need to hear right now in this moment. So tell me about this energy for Libra. What does Libra need to hear right now? Whether this is pertaining to something they're going through or soon will be going through, or what they need to be aware of. Okay, so first card out, we have the Angel of Channeling. And this is number 26, and the lotus is really sticking out to me. I wonder if some of you guys have been seeing a lot of lotus images, have a tattoo of a lotus, always felt really connected to lotus type of symbology. But I definitely feel as if you guys are like coming through and maybe recently out of a spiritual awakening. And with that, I think you guys have like been able to identify your own spiritual gifts. I do feel as if for a lot of you, you have the ability to channel, or that Spirit, God, the universe does communicate with you directly, Libra, and you've been able to use that intuitive information to make decisions that I think you're starting to see are working in your favor. Like you are first putting your intuition in ahead of a lot of like decision making that I think is impressing a lot of people. I even think for some of you guys, people are starting to really recognize that you are super intuitive, or that you have been channeling messages to them. Some of you guys do have the gift of mediumship. So I wonder if some of you have very strong Scorpio in your chart, or like if you have Pluto in the 8th house, Pluto in the 12th house, Scorpio in the 12th house. I definitely feel as if you guys could definitely be channeling messages from spirits that have passed on. I do feel as if you do have a very strong association with energies that want to connect with you. And I do feel that you guys could see orbs, or you could see, you know, visuals of, I don't know. It's hard to describe. You know, I don't know if I have the gift of mediumship as well as some other people do, but I kind of come to understand, like, they'll see images of strangers, or they'll see, you know, have dreams with people that they feel like they've never, you know, met before. And I get there's like scientific research that say like, oh, in one point of our life, we've seen this person walking down the street, even if they're a stranger to us. But you know, I don't know. I really do feel that sometimes when we see people in our dreams or in our visions, that it could be people from the other side trying to connect with you. And I think, Libra, you have definitely that gift. For those of you that are, you know, drawn to this reading, feel like you've been wondering if that is a gift of yours, you absolutely do. And you channel from the universe. And I think a lot of you are starting to dig in and connect with that in an open-minded way. I wonder if some of you have been taking classes, have been, you know, looking up YouTube videos, doing like retreats maybe you're interested in. So tell me more about this energy for Libra. What is Spirit trying to channel for Libra at this time? Focus. Okay. So for some of you guys, I wonder if Spirit does want you to use these gifts as a means of your life purpose. And this doesn't have to be so much into the fact that you could start your own channel, do your tarot readings, Reiki, but it could even just mean that, like, with what you're intuitively picking up on, or what you're channeling, or what you are envisioning, or however you use your gifts, you have something to share from your interpretation of those messages. You have something to share that Spirit wants you to be someone that passes on, you know, the blueprint, the downloads, the light codes that you guys have. And I feel Spirit wants you to put this to work in some way. So in any way you can, whether it's even just with your friends or family members, when you see something and you feel like you have to say something, and maybe you're getting like a random download from your intuition about moving forward with giving someone, you know, advice, or, you know, telling someone your perspective, I think it makes a difference. And I think that you inspire those with that information to make a difference. And this could even be on a grander scale. Like, I wonder if some of you, if it's not so much light work, it could be like you guys are trying to be advocates, you guys are trying to be teachers, you guys want to be people that are put in a position where you can vocalize your ideas, thoughts, what you've come to experience and learn from those experiences. You have a story to share, Libra, and I wonder if this is just, you know, again, from everything you're interpreting of what you've been through, you can use that as a means to help heal people. But again, a lot of you do have connection to the angels, to your ancestors, to your spirit team, that they want you to be the person that shares that information with people on a grand scale. And again, you can take that grand scale meaning to whatever you feel comfortable with, even if it's just your direct community or even something greater than that. I think you do have purpose in that. And Spirit does want you to keep working at your gifts. Spirit definitely wants you to keep on focusing on how you can use your gifts, because I think you're meant to be here to make a difference. I really, really do. Whether that's in the grand scale of things, or even for, you know, your family members, your friends, your direct community, your children, like, you are meant to make a difference, Libra. That is what Spirit wants you to know through discovering these gifts or recently coming out of a spiritual awakening. First card we have out is the Chariot. Nice. So this is Cancer energy, Sagittarius energy, with Archangel Metatron, number 7. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So yeah, I definitely feel some of you guys are just, I don't know how recent this awakening was, but since then, you guys have come out like with a determination to stick with what you've learned, to stick with what you want to practice, to be dedicated to it, very disciplined. So for some example, for some of you guys, it's like maybe you cut back on drinking and then your friends kind of want you to come out. Oh, let's get a drink. Come on, one's not that bad. And you're like, no, I'm fine. Like, really, I am. I'll go with you guys and I'll get some, you know, tea or whatever, but I don't need alcohol. And it's like people are seeing your dedication to that, and it is inspiring. And people are seeing that you are going down a path that you are wanting to stick by and that you're loyal to. And that's very, very you know, eye-opening and making people maybe see and want to reflect, as I said that with the moon card, want to reflect on themselves and kind of see, okay, am I, you know, holding on to wounds? Am I holding on to patterns and habits maybe that isn't best for me? I think this is kind of the effect you have on the people, Libra, coming out of this awakening or coming out of this newer version of yourself, let's just say. That and again, I don't think you're coming from a place where you're on your high horse and you're telling people what to do, but I feel more so it's like if they ask you, you'll give your advice, you'll give your experience, and you have wisdom behind it. I do feel with this moon card here like ancient soul energy. So I definitely feel you've been reincarnating on this plane for a very, very long time, but you've always carried an essence of mystery, of magic, and I wonder if, you know, in past lives you were kind of like a shaman, a high priestess, you know, a person that like the village came to for advice or for cures. I definitely feel that you've had that experience in past lifetimes and you're using that experience or that download to be that person in this lifetime today. But it says, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So maybe this is part of the focus too, right? And sometimes when we choose to be on a path, there may be resistance from others, right? Even if we're on our own lane, there's some people that want to stop you from being in your lane, want to come in your lane. I don't know why. Some people are just like that. And so again, maybe Spirit's saying despite, you know, some sort of resistance about it, or some people, maybe even when I mentioned that high horse, I wonder if you've been accused of that just because you're choosing something differently or because you're very strong in your boundaries. Some people may take it as, oh, you know, now they're just, you know, I don't know, trying to bring you down for having a different choice or for having a different opinion, because I guess maybe they're still comfortable with their lower vibrations. And lower vibrations really do love company, and that's why they try to bring as much. That's why lower vibration is so dominant in this plane today, because it likes to spread and it likes to keep others at that because it makes them feel comfortable. It makes them feel like they're not doing that much of wrong to themselves or others. And so I think, Libra, you may be kind of getting people saying, for some of you guys, oh, you changed, or you are just different now, you act better, or whatever. Yeah, I have changed. And I'm happy I've changed. I'm not trying to make you change, but I'm telling you, this is what I'm going to be doing. So don't let the projection of fear and doubt from others be something you take on, which I feel some of you may be doing. The letter M is really sticking out to me, as in Mary, as in Michael, first, middle, last initial can mean something to someone, or even someone could have two M's in their name. Tell me more. Then we have the 5 of air. Okay, Aquarius energy. So bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of earth. There are 2 5s here. So your birthday could be October 5th, October 15th, or September 25th. Does not have to be the case. I wonder if the spiritual awakening came from some place where you hit a rock bottom, or what you perceive to be your own rock bottom in whatever definition. And I feel some of you, maybe it came to like bad habits and patterns that really made you realize how much you've lost, or what you have been like compromising with or being settled with. It says fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. Even some of you guys could have had money struggles that led to this awakening, a loss of a job that led to this awakening, or toxic work culture that led to this awakening. And even if it's not associated with work and finance, I think maybe even some of you guys came from like a family unit or a family foundation that wasn't very supportive, in a sense where I think you guys didn't get the resources or the support you kind of felt you needed at the time from certain people in your family, which could have led to this spiritual awakening again. I wonder if there's home issues too that you were struggling with last year, to find a home, to stay in a home. You know, I'm seeing lease after lease after lease for some of you guys. That maybe kind of led you to this again, whether that was your own habits or something that was a financial or physical loss that you had to kind of work through, and that led you to this awakening. But the 5 of air, Aquarius energy, it says an unwise choice, learn what you can from the situation, review everyone's motives. For some of you guys, this is kind of what I'm seeing here. Maybe some of you see that there's someone that, I don't know if they were part of your previous version of yourself, really close to them, or because you have this different perspective now, you're seeing and able to discern the unhealthy habits that someone that you care for may be partaking in. And it feels like a friend, maybe family member, again, could be romantic partner, I don't know. Feels more like friend or family member, but you may be kind of trying to like let them know that you're concerned, or let them know that you know, you want to be there for them, but maybe if they don't change, you have to pull away for your own well-being. They're not going to be happy about it. They're going to get really offended by it. They're going to get very defensive, and some of you are maybe even going through this and then to the moon kind of wondering if you were right in that, or what you did was right, or is there anything I can do? Like, I told this message, I believe, to Aries. I'm not 100% sure, but I said, like, I think some of you, you know, especially with your channeling gifts, you do have a difference for those that want to change, or that are open to your perspective, or that are open to what it is that you're trying to deliver and say. But there's some people that they're not ready to change, and they won't be until they are. And I wonder if some of you guys are coming to realize that through the repercussions of this person, that you're just trying to help out. You're just trying to get them to understand where you're coming from, but they take it as you're with me or you're not. And they get very defensive. They cut you out. They feel like you betrayed them when all you're doing is trying to help. But that's where Spirit wants you to tell you to focus. Again, like, I think, you know, despite them trying to throw whatever they can at you for what you went through, even with like the Five of Earth, something from that era of your life, they're going to try to use against you. Like, oh, you're really trying to give me advice? Or it hurts. I feel the hurt from that, and I feel it in my gut for some reason, like even in between my solar plexus and sacral chakra, which is really interesting. The pain from that there, but you know, it's almost like I'm hearing you feeling gutted. But yeah, I think Spirit wants you to know that despite what someone reacts to it, you're still on the right path. You made good choices and decisions to stick to your spiritual well-being, your emotional well-being. And that's what you have to remember. And even if this person decides to tell other people a different version, the right people will ask you. They'll be like, that doesn't sound like Libra. And then call you up and ask you about what happened in the situation. And you'll give like the more accurate depiction, definitely. But let's go ahead and pull some more advice for you guys about this situation. Heart chakra. Wow. Oh, I feel my heart chakra being lighted just from seeing this card. Yeah. So what it says here is, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. So definitely, you know, resonate with that message. But I'm also feeling something a little bit different here, where it's like, your heart is not your weakness, Libra. Your want to do well and your want to be good and your want to help others is not a weakness. But like I said, some people just don't have the activation in their heart chakra or the healing in their heart chakra that you've been doing. And maybe that's been big for you. I'm seeing rose quartz, and maybe you guys have worked with rose quartz or bought rose quartz, or heart chakra healing was a big, big part of this spiritual awakening and being open to love. And I think you've been able to activate that, and there could be good days and bad days, but overall, I think you've been able to use your heart chakra as a power source, especially with channeling. And I think Spirit wants you to know that you can care for this person, but you don't have to hurt for this person. And until they're ready, and then until their heart chakra is aligned with yours, I think you can care for them at a distance. And that's something you shouldn't feel guilty about. That's not something that you should own, as far as like you're the reason why that there's separation between the two of you. And I think when they're ready, they'll hear you out. I want you to know that. So I don't feel this is like a permanent ending, but Where they're at mentally currently is not where they're able to open and listen here. But that doesn't mean it has to stop you from being on your path or from you to help other people that are more open. And I think in some way you can give compassion to this person or to this situation, but also do what's right for you, Libra. Let's pull some more cards. Tell me more about this energy. Your heart chakra is very powerful is what I'm hearing. I wonder what that fully means, but know that like people sense your heart space very, very clearly, your authenticity, your genuinity. Then we have faith in your dreams. And this is a waxing crescent moon. Yeah, so I definitely feel, you know, if there's people questioning about what you're trying to do or what you want to pivot to, maybe even as being more of your focus on your life path, career path, that feels more spiritually aligned with you. Is Spirit saying that is a big part of why we were communicating to you. We want you to go on this path. We want you to go on this journey spiritually. It is meant to be something that is going to have a great effect on you. So have faith that it will turn out even if some people don't understand it, Libra. All right, let's go ahead and get one more card for you guys and see if there's anything else I can tell you about this message. Anything else you need to hear. Okay, patience. Yeah, I think this is with for some of you, the message about dealing with that other person. And again, I'm not saying you have to wait on them, but know that right now, with whatever reason, maybe they're hitting their own rock bottom, or maybe they're going through a lot. They may be resisting, but I don't feel it will be for long. Once they kind of realize that the rock bottom is not comfortable, they'll seek you out again. But in the meantime, it says, no matter what the situation or delay is, your desire will come when it is meant to. So yeah, I think this is more so for those who are trying to kind of maybe take a new step or to go down a new path or to be a different version. It may not be showing automatic results yet, but that's part of the journey. Like very rarely do you see an automatic result the next day and the day after, you know? It's a long process, but one that, again, with the Chariot, Spirit wants to reiterate, you're doing well. You are making the right choices. You have the discipline. You've been doing the healing. You've been doing the work. And that can eventually come out on the other side to something that will be more of a purpose for you in however you want to pursue it, career or lifestyle. But everything will unfold as it is. Have faith in your dreams because it is the right path you're going down, Libra. Despite any resistance, despite any doubts within you, you're on the right track. And, you know, some decision maybe you've even done to, you know, correct this was one of the best decisions you've ever made. So thank you, Libra, so much for joining me for this message. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it's given you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what you needed to hear right now with whatever's going on in your life at this time. I do want to quickly mention that I have opened an exclusive Mermaid Scales Tarot membership for my biggest Mermaid Scales Tarot fans, where I will be doing live readings only for Patreon, not for YouTube. And those readings will be a little bit like my older readings for some of you who have been subscribed to me for a very long time. I'll be using some of the cards I'm not allowed to use on YouTube, be diving into the sexier messages, and even so, if you really, really love the extended readings, if you pay the monthly fee of what I give for my exclusive membership, you won't have to repurchase individual readings. You'll have to, you know, every month pay this one fee and you will have access to every single extended reading I ever post. So if you're really a big fan of my channel, my content is definitely something to check out. I'll be leaving the link in the timestamps comment as well as the description box of this video. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this message, got something out of it. And if you have, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Libra, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Libra.